taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Cornhuskers will kick it away first. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers offense will take the first swing of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best.
Right, you know both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Got it in the middle, it's Payne. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. The Tigers will have a first down. Offense lining up quickly.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
He slings it deep to the left. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He wants to throw it again. Trying to get to it. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fire for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Line gets set, first down. Brown wants to pass. Floats it out in space. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Huskers head it quickly to the line.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down at them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Husker! He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly. And the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, he's got him.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He fires to the left side. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the ball is intercepted. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Missouri! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback
throws toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Huskers will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks. I'm just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
He'll try it again. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. This time they'll go to the running game. Jukes his way for more. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push, and just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They're setting up the screen. On the move is the 30. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Skips away from pressure. Plows through the defense. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 2nd and goal coming up. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Fires to the big fella. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defense did a good job of that. The defense stayed home, made the play.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Curry. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll set up to throw. They're trying to get to him. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Touchdown, Nebraska! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He's going to pass on second down. He fires a bullet to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Fires to the middle. And here's the fifth interception by this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. He's looking to throw it. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in there. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? These corners backing off a bit. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's loose. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big game on offense.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board. Wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch on the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, habit, what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The Huskers want to move quickly. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Number 13, on to punt it away.
Running it back, it's Curry. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The pass on first down, caught by the back. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. Finds his big tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quickly complete. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. To the air on first down. He's taking the shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little catch and make that happen.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Missouri gets to the line quickly. On second down, they'll take to the air. Working that left side now. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri! Lining up to add another. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Nebraska, 35. Missouri, 28.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling...
Later in the ball game, this offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here to steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup of the 25.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Steps away. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And the Huskers are rolling down the field. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll go to the air on third and short. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with balls.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Husker! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exit. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Fair catch called for and made. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab on the left side. Nothing but green ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line. Brown will throw it. They're working that left side. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Huskers will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looking for a block. It's Curry. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays.
Unloads it downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
The give to the tailback. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. He got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a dub.
Brown wants to pass. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Boy, is that one he wishes he could have back. A total misfire.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Wiggles free. Feeling some heat. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He turns that loose down the right side.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. Fires to the right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that's an incompletion, and really, throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
Fights off the defender. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. The Cornhuskers are in the hurry-up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Defense in press coverage. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado is getting stomped. You could bring back any of the greats they've had there, Cordell Stewart or Rashaan Salaam. None of them would make a difference today.
Comes out throwing on 1st down.
They're trailing by 14 to Cal. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going up top on 1st down. They're bringing heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete to the left. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown. So hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.